Hi guys, how's it going? This is the Kitchen Fairy with another recipe vlog. It is snowing hard at the moment here in Northern East BC. Our spring is not really spring. Traditionally, we don't really have spring until May long weekend, and then it will be just summer. It will be just hot after May long weekend. Usually, it will snow until May long weekend. But today, since yesterday, Manitoba, the next province from us, they have it the worst. They are snowing hard. In fact, the news said it is the worst in decades. Anyways, because it's cold, I've been preparing meatball soup from Indonesia. We call it bakso. It is Chinese descendant influence. In China itself, bak means pig meat, supposedly, but in Indonesia, because it's the largest Muslim country in the world, our ancestors turned it into using chicken or beef meat, cow meat, beef. So our bakso is mostly chicken and beef. It is a nice soup. Wherever you go in Asia, the meatballs are very different to the one that you can find in United States or in Europe. Italian style meatball is not like that. Our Asian meatballs, if you like pho, Vietnamese pho, it's similar like that. Check out the full video and I'll see you soon again. Bye! So we're gonna process 1 pound of ground chicken with 1 pound of extra lean ground beef. Mix them together when we process it into our blender. Now add 1 scant tablespoon of garlic powder, and then 1 tablespoon of chives, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of fried onion, and 1 teaspoon of fried garlic, and super generous pinch of white pepper powder. And we added a 1/4 teaspoon, if not to 1/2 teaspoon, or to taste of MSG. Yes, we use MSG in this house. Then add 1 pouch of agar-agar powder, so that's about 1 tablespoon, and 1/4 cup of tapioca starch, 1/4 to 1/2 cup of tapioca starch. Also gonna add about 1/4 to 1/2 cup ice cubes. So you can use crushed ice or puree for this. Any kind of blender, but mine is Instant Pot. Turn this mixture into fine paste. This is water about half worth of the pot, seasoned with some salt and garlic powder, and put it into low medium heat. Now that our paste is ready, we're gonna shape it into balls and drop it into our seasoned water. Now what you wanna do, just grab some of the paste, then you're gonna press it between your thumb and your index finger, shaping into a ball, and then scoop it out with spoon, like so. Now scoop it out with spoon and drop it into our water, like so. We're gonna do all this paste until gone, and then we're gonna turn up the heat of the stove and start boiling the meatballs. Once you're done with the paste, now we're gonna turn up our stove and start boiling the meatballs until fully cooked. Meanwhile, we're gonna prepare ice water bath. Once the meatballs done cooking cooked full through, we're gonna drop them into the ice water bath. Look how plump and nice these meatballs are. There are many variety of meatballs out there, Indonesian meatballs. Some using just the ground beef, some using just the chicken, some using shrimp. It's some using a mixture of chicken and beef, some using baking powder, some using agar-agar powder like I do, some using only tapioca starch. So you just have to find a recipe that works for you. And the only thing that I can never achieve is a smooth meatballs like at a grocery store, in their frozen section, or street vendor. I can never achieve those nice smooth meatballs. Mine is still a bit like that, the texture, if you can see. If you like pho, you know the meatballs are smooth. Indonesian meatballs are smooth like that as well, but somehow I can never achieve those. Ice bath makes the meatballs bouncy and nice. You don't have to ice bath your meatballs, but we do in Indonesia. Drain the meatballs from the ice bath, and it's ready to be used in any cookings or in bakso soup, meatball soup. So to serve the meatballs, we're gonna make broth for it. This is 4 green onion, the green onions that you just halve them, and then about half tablespoon of fried garlic, and then season it with white pepper powder, and you can use salt, but I'm using Vegeta, or you can use any other mushroom granules or beef granules that can make your broth tasty. It's up to you. Also gonna make a paste out of 2 shallots and 2 garlic that we're gonna drop the paste into the pot as well. And just bring this to boil. As you can see, the broth is somewhat yellowish. That's from the Vegeta. If you don't want to have yellowish, almost like soto color of broth, you can just use salt or mushroom granules. You can also strain this later on, but we normally don't strain this so that we get these tidbits of onion and garlic in our soup. It's so good. If you have bones, chicken bones, beef bones, that would be, or oxtail would be nice for the broth as well. But we don't use store-bought broth because they are normally kind of brownish. We usually use beef bones or chicken bones on our broth, but otherwise this is the simplest broth you can prepare for your meatballs.